Hello everybody, today we'll be doing another video. Um, this one was inspired from uh, Bryers CD Showcase. I'll be dropping his channel in the link down below. This video is gonna be my favorite track from every Holly album. Yes, every Holly album. And like him, I'll be also doing an honorable mention, like my favorite, but the other track that might also that probably would have been up there if it weren't for the other track. Okay, I don't have all their albums at the moment, but I'm trying to find. There's like a showcase. Hmm. Must have. Oh, there it is. Okay. My favorite track from Stay with the Hollies. It's hard because I'm not really too big on this album. Um, I probably picked the hit song "Stay," what the name the album was named after, kind of. If I don't know, to "Stay with the Hollies," it could have been like "Stay." I don't know. Yeah, my honorable mention will probably be "Rockin' Robin." That'll probably be the honorable mention. This next album, the second release, I do have the album of. If I could go get it. In the Holly style. Uh, hmm. What would be my favorite track from this album? This is a big step in the right direction, I must say. Much better. Um, hmm. I don't know. Um, hmm. I don't know. Probably pick their cover on it. Too Much Monkey Business. That'll probably be my favorite track off the album. But my honorable mention, my runner-up, probably the track after it. I Thought of You Last Night. That'll probably be it. Next album. Um, uh, where did I put it? Um, damn, darn. Oh, next album would be the third album, which would be Hollies. The third album, if I could find it, right here. I don't own this on vinyl either. It's gonna cost me a lot of money to buy this on vinyl, like a really good copy of it, but gonna. But my favorite track off this album, hmm, probably be a lot of great tracks. This is one of my favorite albums, so I don't know. Just the best tracks on this album are, I'm probably gonna say the best tracks on this album are great, but the not so good tracks are not so good, I guess. I don't Probably give it to Mickey's Monkey. Lottie Miss Claudia is a runner-up. Their fourth album, Would You Believe? Favorite track would probably be I Can't Let Go. Hit song. Runner-up would probably be their cover of I Am a Rock. And that was easy. Not that I don't like that album. It's a really underrated album by them. But it's not as strong as the album I'm gonna showcase, which is For Certain Because. My favorite track. This is really hard because this is when their album starts to get really good. I have a mono copy and a stereo copy, so this happens to be my stereo copy that I picked out. This is really good. I recommend this album to anyone who's planning on collecting any Hollies albums. By the way, forgot to showcase this, but this is kind of like this like kind of like the Beatles For Sale album, where kind of like that, and then like comes out like that, but getting offhand. Favorite track, darn, this would be really hard. It's impossible. My favorite track would probably be Suspicious Look in Your Eyes. But the runner-up would probably be Tell Me to My Face. Yeah. That's my choice. Confident. My choice. Okay. Next album I don't own on CD nor vinyl, so... Well, the UK version, to say the least. Okay. That album would be Evolution. This is the UK. This is the US version with Carrie Ann, featuring Carrie Ann on it. US version's fine. I'm gonna be going by the UK version though. My favorite song off this album would probably be probably be Heading for a Fall. Runner Up. Wonder what a good runner up song would be. Then the Heartaches Begin. These are my two favorite tracks from Evolution. Next album, Butterfly. I do own a copy of that. My favorite song from this album would probably be... It would be Would You Believe? Runner-up, Pegasus, the Flying Horse. Next album would be Hollies Sing Dylan, but I don't own that album, so I'll just give you the US version. It's basically the same track listing, so I don't have to like really describe it that much, but it's just a different album cover. My favorite song from Hollies Sing Dylan would probably be I Want You. Actually, I lied. Just Like a Woman would be my favorite, and the runner-up would be I Want You. Really underrated album, by the way. Okay. Hollies sing Hollies, or I don't own that album either, so I'm just gonna showcase you the U.S. version. But I'm just gonna go by the UK version. But my favorite song from this would be Marigold Swan Song. Marigold Gloria Swan Song / Gloria Song. It's not even on this album, but I don't care. But it is on the UK version, which was named Hollies Sing Hollies. But my second favorite track would probably be Please Let Me Please. Great album. Great album. Another underrated album in their career. I was almost gonna skip it by accident, but I'm not gonna. But next album, if I could get it. Okay. Next album would be Confessions of the Mind, but this album's Moving Fingers. Uh, not much different besides Marigold Swan Song being on this, which I'm not gonna say is my favorite again because, already it's on the UK version of Hollies. But my favorite song on this would probably be the title track. Runner up would probably be Man Without a Heart. Next album, Distant Light. One of their finest albums, if I to say the least. But I really enjoy this album. Love it a lot. Such an underrated album in their career. To be honest, all their albums are really underrated. Not many people talk about the Hollies albums in general. I really enjoy this one. But I'm going to shut up about how much I love this album and tell you what my favorite song from it is. My favorite song off this would be Long Dark Road. That was an easy choice, but the hard part's going to be choosing the runner-up. My runner-up would probably be A Little Thing Like Love. Such an underrated masterpiece of a song. I don't own any copy of this album, not even like the US or UK version or even on CD, so I'm just going to show you an image of it. But the next album of theirs would be Romany. If I could, I'm going to pull it up. Romany. My favorite track would be, could be either Magic Woman Touch or Lizzie and the Rain Man. Both tracks fantastic, so any one of those tracks would be it. It could like interchange. This whole album's really underrated, actually. If you're a Hollies fan and you never heard this album before, I highly recommend it. It's really good. The next album is Out on the Road. And my favorite track on this album would probably be a lot of Tony Hicks on this album. Surprisingly, I didn't remember that. Probably be Out on the Road. That's a fucking fantastic track to open up an album. This was the original version of the 1974 album Hollies 74 is what I would nickname it. But yeah, such a fantastic opener. Alan Clark ends up singing on this too, but not as good to be honest. Then my runner-up would probably be Mr. Heartbreaker. I love this track. Really, really underrated track. Another underrated track from the album. Okay. Next album in their album career. It's another album I don't own, so I'm just got to show a picture of it. Hollies 74. My favorite track off this album would probably be The Air That I Breathe. I love that track, and the runner-up would probably be Falling Calling. Album that preceded was Another Night. Oh boy, this is really hard. I love all these tracks. Even the weaker tracks are really good. I'm Down is probably going to be my favorite track off this album, and Lonely Hobo Lullaby will probably be a runner-up. 1976's Right On. This is really good. I really enjoy this album. My favorite track would probably be Star, and runner-up would probably be Sweet Country and Calling. That's a runner-up. The next album, not a big fan of this one. Probably my least favorite album of theirs. Great, not so good album by a great band with a not so great album. Russian Roulette. But there's these two tracks on the album that give me hope in life with this band, and that's My Love and Lady of the Night. Both incredible tracks. So kind of redeem themselves from those two tracks. Next album. I'm gonna check if it really is the next album. Next album would be Crazy Steel. Not too familiar with this album. Matter of fact, I only listened to it once. So my opinion on this is probably gonna change drastically. Looks like, looking at this album cover, it looks like all five, like besides Graham Nash and the original bassist, looks like they had a little reunion on this one. I think I lied. I don't know why I said that. But the fact that they're still making great music at this point in their career is still good. But favorite track. Favorite track. Let It Pour is a really great track. It's probably gonna be my runner-up. But my favorite track would be Writing on the Wall, the opening track. Next album is going to be 537704. Really interesting name. My favorite two tracks would be the first two. I Say It Ain't So, Joe, and Maybe It's Dawn. The other tracks are really good, but the first two tracks really suck me in there. Really lure me in. The rest of the album is great too. It's not as good as the first two tracks, but it's great nonetheless. 1980 opens up with Buddy Holly, where they cover Buddy Holly tracks. I don't know why they didn't do this at first, because I think this had the potential of being a really good early Hollies album with Graham Nash, but they just happened to decide to do it in 1980. My favorite track would probably be Heartbeat. Runner-up would probably be Peggy Sue. Both great tracks, though. Their last album, well, what I consider to be their last album, their albums after that don't really I don't know. Their 2000s albums aren't as good. Doesn't really have any of the original members on it. Just kind of like, I don't know, just kind of there. Yeah, it doesn't really have much. It has Tony Hicks. Tony Hicks is on all their albums, but yeah. Fun fact: Tony Hicks is the only band member that appears on all their albums. Uh, out of the original five members, Eric K. Doc, he left after their fourth album. Graham Nash, he left after Butterfly. Uh, Alan Clark, he was fired for a brief moment from Romany and Out on the Road, or Out in the Road. I don't really know. Their drummer Bobby Elliott wasn't present during their Evolution recording. He was sick, so he wasn't able to record that album. So Tony Hicks was the only person who appeared on all their albums. So congratulations. My favorite track on this one would probably be Stop in the Name of Love. Amazing cover song. And runner up, Just One Look. They do a really good job on this one. That's why it's a runner up. Most of the time when the band recreates their hits, most of the time it just sounds like complete garbage, but it sounds really good. But that's all their albums. Crazy amount of albums they have. But that's it. I would be reviewing all these albums, but one, I don't own all of them, and two, I'm planning on reviewing them all with Garrett from SoundLab Studios. So, yeah. So that's it. That's a lot, but see you next time on the next video. See ya.